Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. It was supposed to be a quiet Tuesday morning. The sun rose over the London skyline with golden determination. Commuters bustled through the city's arteries, and millions across the UK settled down with tea and toast to watch Good Morning Britain. But what began as a standard broadcast turned into a nationwide uproar by 8:17 a.m. The controversy started when co-host Hugo Wren, a sharp-tongued journalist with a reputation for courting drama, leaned forward in his chair during a panel discussion on the legacy of the British monarchy. The topic had naturally drifted, as it so often did, to Princess Diana, affectionately known as the People's Princess. With a smug smirk and fingers clasped before him, Hugo said the words that would set Britain ablaze. "We need to stop romanticizing Diana. Yes, she was charismatic, but let's be honest, she was no saint. Her legacy is overblown, exaggerated for the sake of nostalgia. People forget she manipulated the media just as much as they exploited her." There was a beat of silence in the studio, as if even the cameras paused to absorb the shock. Susanna Blake, Hugo's co-host, blinked in disbelief before quickly interjecting, "Hugo, that's a bold take," she said diplomatically, visibly flustered. "You do realize people still mourn her as a national icon." Hugo shrugged, unfazed. "Icons are meant to be examined, not worshipped." Within minutes, social media exploded. The hashtag #DisgracefulHugo began trending before the broadcast ended. Viewers flooded ITV's official pages with furious comments, demanding an apology, or better, Hugo's resignation. "She gave us hope and humanity during a cold time for the royals. How dare he reduce her to a tabloid figure?" one comment read. Another wrote, "What a disgrace. Diana brought the monarchy into the modern age. Hugo Wren just wants attention." By noon, Buckingham Palace had declined to comment, but an anonymous royal insider told the Daily Mirror that certain senior royals were not impressed. Meanwhile, Diana's former butler, Paul Burrell, gave an emotional interview saying she would be devastated to hear someone tear her down like that, especially on morning television of all places. But not everyone disagreed with Hugo. A smaller yet vocal group on X, formerly Twitter, argued he had a right to challenge the canonization of Diana. "If we can question kings and queens, we can question a princess," wrote one user. Another quipped, "Hugo Wren, the hero we didn't know we needed. Truth over fairy tales." Back in the Good Morning Britain offices, the atmosphere was electric. Producers whispered furiously behind glass walls, PR agents fielded phone calls like soldiers in a war room, and in the eye of the storm, Hugo Wren sipped his coffee calmly, oblivious, or perhaps thrilled, by the chaos he created. "I didn't say she wasn't important," he told a colleague later that afternoon, eyes gleaming. "I just said she was human. Isn't that what she always wanted to be seen as?" By sunset, Good Morning Britain announced a special broadcast for the following morning. Diana's Legacy, A Nation Reacts. Hugo would return to the show, though whether to apologize or double down remained mystery. One thing was certain. Diana, gone for nearly 3 decades, had once again stopped the nation. And Hugo Wren, for better or worse, had made sure of it. Some called him a villain, others a truth-teller. But in homes, pubs, and Parliament alike, one word echoed louder than the rest: disgrace. And in that, the legacy of the People's Princess lived on, controversial, compelling, and utterly unforgettable.